Just in advance of the busy summer travel season, airlines nationwide are facing a multi-front battle tonight.
Tariffs could drive up the cost of airplane parts, and fuel prices, just like the stock markets, remain unstable.
Now, that combination creates the perfect storm of uncertainty amid rising costs and wavering consumer demand. Tonight, we take a look at how one of West Michigan's primary airports is preparing for the future and even expanding in the face of so many unknowns. Tariff turbulence. It could be a bumpy ride for American transportation companies that rely on imported parts and products. President Trump's international trade directives have left the future of air travel up in the air.
There is some softness, but I wouldn't say it's red flag. It's more of just unknown.
Both major carriers operating out of Kalamazoo Battle Creek International Airport, Delta and American, have pulled their 2025 financial guidance reports in recent weeks, citing U.S. tariff-related uncertainty. And both have informed the world's largest aircraft producer, France-based Airbus, they won't be taking any new deliveries if tariffs are tacked on. Aviation consultant Rhett Morgan.
Delta Airlines came out and said, hey, look, we're going to pause on any deliveries from Airbus because of the tariffs that would come along with a multi-million-dollar piece of equipment.
Out of France.
Out of France. They're getting a little bit more hesitant on capacity growth. They're scaling that growth back because they don't know what the future holds.
And the same goes for passengers. Jamie Duffy and Jeff Schufelt work for Stryker. Any thoughts or concerns?
I think obviously it's going to have an effect on the flights. The cost of the flights doesn't directly impact my pocket, but it might impact the pocket of my employer, certainly.
Or families who don't fly all the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I'm going from here to Detroit to Tampa. A lot of the planes we fly on are Airbuses, yeah.
That's going to cost more.
Yeah.
Will this change anything for your leisure travel, your family stuff?
Potentially. Time will tell.
Now, industry analysts say if tariffs do drive up the cost of operations and airlines pass those costs on to us, it would hurt what they call the coach product the most. Those are leisure, less frequent travelers, usually sitting in economy seats. However, because airlines have to schedule and staff flights at least 3 months out, we may feel no impact until mid-summer or even later. Still, smaller airports especially, like Kalamazoo Battle Creek International, say they don't need these added unknowns. Are you concerned about that at all?
Nobody likes uncertainty, and it's already a tough enough business.
ASIO Airport Director Craig Williams says he's cautiously optimistic. Although discount carrier Avelo pulled out of Kalamazoo late last year, Williams points to other, more recent, more encouraging news.
We're happy to say that American Airlines has added a third flight, but it's also on larger aircraft. It's 2-class service.
Another daily flight from Kalamazoo to Chicago on an American Airlines 70-seater Embraer 170 begins operation on June 5th. It includes business class, and Williams is now in the business of growing the airport even more, even if there are still a lot of ifs about tariffs.
I would love to get another low-cost carrier to Florida, whether that be Orlando, Tampa, Fort Myers, one of those markets. But we'd like to see that expand to maybe returning the Minneapolis flight or adding a Charlotte flight or something like that in the future. The good news is, as we talk to some of our partners, local partners, they feel comfortable with how the future's looking.